Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett. In my hands is Pathfinder, Lost Omens, Monsters of Myth for 2nd edition. Release the Beast. Heroes abound in the Age of Lost Omens, but for every great hero, there is an even greater monster, Lost Omens. Monsters of Myth provides details on 20 of the most infamous and terrifying monsters from the Inner Sea region and beyond. You can uncover the secrets of some of Golarion's greatest monsters, from the Sandpoint Devil to the Fafnheir, the Father of All Linnorms, and more. This is out now for the game. Paizo has hooked us up with a review copy. I appreciate it. I want to thank them first. This is an interesting book. So, my big thing is one, I want to make clear, like, I'm not a big role player. That's not my thing. I do kind of like reading the books and checking them out for background and, just, how they're put together and all that. Like, it, to me, as a design standpoint, they're really, really cool. So as far as this book, my general thoughts are, this is for dungeon masters, right? This is clearly to go and build up games to give interesting either foes or characters to help drive the narrative. It has 20 characters, creatures of myth in here. You can see the full list to the side. I don't know how well this will come off and easy to see. You can get the list there. And each creature, I think, is broken up really, really well. They all start off with kind of background. I read a bunch of the backgrounds. I think they're really cool, really interesting. To me, kept me entertaining. Not knowing a lot about Pathfinder and the world, all I thought was interesting. You kind of get the characteristics of the creatures themselves, the characters, and then kind of like their whatever specialties after that. In this case, you get the Pact-Bound Initiate. As usual with these books, they're beautiful. This is a beautiful book to look at. Really great art, tons of variation of the characters. I think that's the thing that really stood out to me, is there's such difference. It's not just a monster manual with, like, really powerful monsters. The other thing I think is really cool is that in the campaigns, each has a section for the low, medium, and high, and how to use these characters and creatures within the game. So I think that's just a really, really neat thing to do, and makes the book really flexible for game masters depending on what the party they're dealing with, what their abilities are. You're not going to get sucked in and not be able to use this. If they're really, your party's really high or really low or whatever. There's something for everyone, basically. It really just comes down to, if you want some variation, you want some interesting creatures, if you want some interesting characters, like this seems like a cool addition. Whether or not it's worth it, like, I can't say. Like, honestly, I don't have an opinion of that. But, it's another beautiful book. It gives some more options. I think it's a cool addition. I don't know if it's worth the $34.99. It doesn't quite feel like a $34.99 book. Maybe if it was like $24.99, I think I would be a little bit more cool, or $19.99 feels like an even better price point for something like this. But overall, I think it's a cool concept and book, and what I think it does well is it seems to have a lot for a lot of players and dungeon masters, and it really is flexible based off of what your needs are for your game. So in that way, I think it's done really well. It's laid out well. It seems really, really neat to this novice. So as I said, this is out now. You can go get it. We've got a link underneath this video where you can purchase your own. There'll be some affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that by doing the support our site, so thank you. And of course, again, I want to thank Paizo for hooking us up with a review copy. Thank you for that. If you are into Pathfinder, if you're into Paizo Publishing, if you are into role-playing games, card games, miniature games, board games, whatever, check us out every single day at boardgametoday.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep rolling those dice and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe or share our videos or watch something else is always much appreciated, and get your game on.